पाकिस्तान में फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स और माशी तरक्की पर तबसरे के लिए हम बात करेंगे मार्क मैथ्यूज से, जो मेरिल लिंच के चीफ एशिया स्ट्रेटेजिस्ट हैं। Thank you for joining us, Mr. Matthews. I would like to start by asking you that how do you see Pakistan's economy today, especially in the light of recent political and economic developments in the country?
The stock market is up 45%. It was in US dollar terms last year. And so that tells me that there must be other forces which are even more powerful from an economic and stock market point of view. So I think that, the probability of the political noise remaining elevated is high. But I also look at last year as proof that it is not enough to derail the very, very strong economy. And therefore what I think is the best stock market in Asia.
So what do you think is the main reason why people like yourself look at Pakistan as an attractive destination for foreign portfolio investors?
Well, it's the fact that in Pakistan, foreigners can own pretty much of 100% of any asset, any sector, which makes it very special. There are not a lot of countries in Asia, let alone the world, where they can do that. And this is what's allowed investors to come in such force and allocate capital to sectors from telecoms to banks to dairy to tobacco and build new factories, and that has improved efficiencies and driven up return on equity. And that's really at the root of the story, in my opinion.
During the last few years, we have seen an increasing appetite on the part of foreign investors to buy into the equity markets. Which factors do you think have been the reason for this?
Pakistani stocks are trading on around 10 times earnings, and they are yielding 6%. So it is one of the cheapest markets in the region, if not the cheapest. And the reason why I say if not the cheapest is that Thailand looks like it could be as cheap, although the dividend yield is not nearly as high in Thailand. But in Thailand, exports are a very large part of GDP. And so that could be impacted by a global slowdown, whereas in Pakistan you have very little exports. It's a domestic economy that drives the overall economy. Therefore, I feel it's more insulated than Thailand, or for that matter, most other countries in Asia.
Given your assessment of the overall growth in the economy, which sectors do you think have the potential for further growth?
I really like the independent power producers, and you've got an electricity generating problem there. You need to add more electricity as soon as possible. I like the banking sector. I like the motorcycles. I suppose those would be thematically three. And then I think the fertilizers are interesting because agricultural prices are rising so much and demand for fertilizers is increasing. And actually there aren't that many fertilizers plays in Asia, so Pakistan's special in that it has three.
Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Mark Matthews.